Whispering Ruins. Castle. The moon hung low in the Eastern European sky, casting an ethereal glow upon the crumbling ruins. A chilling wind whispered through the ancient stones, carrying the weight of centuries-old secrets. The castle, forgotten by time, stood as a silent witness to the betrayal that had stained its history. As I pressed forward into the heart of the castle, the whispering grew more insistent, echoing tales of knights deceived and honor discarded. Ghostly apparitions materialized, their armor clinking softly as they paced the spectral halls. It was as if the very essence of betrayal lingered in the air, an unresolved anguish that sought release. A cold sweat formed on my brow as I reached a grand hall, its walls adorned with faded tapestries depicting a once noble lineage. The whispers intensified, drawing me toward a hidden chamber. The door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit room where the shadows seemed to writhe with a life of their own. In the center of the chamber, a ghostly figure materialized, the spirit of a betrayed knight, his eyes filled with an otherworldly sorrow. He began to recount a tale of loyalty forsaken, a dark conspiracy that led to the downfall of an honorable brotherhood. The castle itself seemed to resonate with the knight's lament, the very stones echoing his anguished words. As the ghostly knight spoke, the room became a theater of the past. I witnessed the treachery that unfolded within these very walls, the conspiracies, the deceit, the fatal decisions that shattered the brotherhood. The castle's foundations groaned as if burdened by the weight of its own tragic history. Driven by an inexplicable compulsion, I continued my journey through the castle's labyrinthine corridors. Each step forward unveiled more specters, each with a tale of betrayal to tell. The atmosphere thickened with the sorrow of the past, and the line between the living and the dead blurred in this haunted realm. In the depths of the castle, I discovered a hidden chamber adorned with the relics of the betrayed knights. Armor and weapons lay strewn across the floor, as if frozen in time. The air resonated with the echoes of their final moments, and a ghostly presence materialized, a figure draped in the tattered remnants of honor. This spectral guardian revealed the heart-wrenching truth. The castle's betrayal was orchestrated by one of its own. A knight consumed by jealousy and ambition had sown the seeds of discord, leading to the downfall of those who once swore oaths of brotherhood. The guardian implored me to seek justice, to unveil the traitor's name and release the tormented spirits from their eternal anguish. With a newfound purpose, I delved deeper into the castle's secrets, piecing together the fragmented whispers and spectral visions. The trail of betrayal led me to a hidden chamber, where a ghostly figure awaited, a knight with eyes that burned with the fire of resentment. The traitorous knight's apparition recounted a version of the tale tainted by bitterness and remorse. He justified his actions as a desperate bid for power, claiming that the Brotherhood's code had bound him in chains. His spectral form flickered with an inner struggle, torn between regret and an unquenchable thirst for vindication. As the traitor's story unfolded, the castle itself seemed to react. Shadows twisted and contorted, mirroring the conflict within the ghostly night. The air crackled with a malevolent energy, and I realized that the resolution of this spectral feud would determine the fate of the haunted ruins. The traitor's spectral form beckoned me further into the heart of the castle, leading to a chamber bathed in an otherworldly glow. Symbols etched into the stone floor pulsed with an eerie light, and the air buzzed with a tension that mirrored the conflict between the betrayed and the betrayer. In a sepulchral voice, the traitorous knight spoke of a ritual, a chance for redemption, a path to break the chains binding both the living and the dead. The castle itself seemed to echo with anticipation as I hesitantly agreed to partake in this spectral ceremony. As the ritual commenced, the air thickened with an otherworldly energy. Shadows danced along the walls, and a ghostly mist enveloped the chamber. The symbols on the floor glowed brighter, resonating with the collective agony of the betrayed knights. The traitor's form wavered, caught between the torment of the past and the possibility of salvation. Abruptly, the chamber plunged into darkness, and an ominous silence settled. In that moment of eerie stillness, the castle seemed to hold its breath. Then, a spectral light flickered, illuminating the form of a knight, a figure adorned not in the tarnished vestiges of betrayal but in the gleaming armor of an avenging spirit. The redeemed knight, his eyes now ablaze with a righteous fury, spoke of a choice between perpetuating the cycle of betrayal or breaking free from the shackles of the past. The air crackled with an electrifying tension as the castle itself seemed to echo this pivotal moment in its tortured history. With an ethereal sword raised high, the redeemed knight challenged the traitorous spirit. The clash of spectral blades resonated through the chamber as a spectral battle unfolded, each strike a manifestation of the unresolved conflict that had haunted the ruins for centuries. The very foundations of the castle trembled, and the air pulsed with the intensity of the spectral struggle. As the redeemed knight gained the upper hand, a blinding light enveloped the traitor. The castle echoed with a triumphant roar, and for a fleeting moment, it seemed as though the spirits of the betrayed knights found solace. The redeemed knight turned to me, his visage a mix of gratitude and determination. Yet, as the light subsided, the castle's ancient stones revealed a disconcerting truth. The traitorous knight, while weakened, had not been entirely vanquished. The spectral chains still bound him, and his eyes burned with a defiant resolve. The redeemed knight implored me to seek out the castle's hidden archives, where the true name of the traitor lay buried. Unraveling this final mystery, he explained, would either grant the traitor eternal rest or condemn him to an eternity of torment. The castle's corridors seemed to rearrange themselves as I navigated through the spectral labyrinth. Whispers guided me to a forgotten library, its shelves lined with dusty tomes and ancient scrolls. As I sifted through the decaying pages, a revelation emerged, a name etched in a forbidden script, a name that carried the weight of centuries of betrayal. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I returned to the chamber where the traitorous spirit awaited. The air crackled with tension as I uttered the name, a name that echoed through the haunted castle like a curse. The traitorous knight convulsed as if struck by an unseen force, his spectral form contorting in agony. The castle responded with a cacophony of moans and groans, as if the very stones shared in the torment of the betrayer. Shadows clung to the traitor, constricting like ethereal chains, binding him tighter with each passing moment. In the midst of this spectral turmoil, the redeemed knight stood as a silent sentinel, his gleaming armor now a beacon of justice in the haunted ruins. The air crackled with a strange energy, and the very fabric of the castle seemed to unravel and reweave itself. As the name echoed through the chamber, the traitorous knight's defiance waned. His eyes, once burning with resentment, now flickered with a mixture of remorse and acceptance. The redeemed knight stepped forward, extending a hand in a silent offer of redemption. Yet, before the traitorous spirit could make a choice, a chilling wind swept through the chamber. An ethereal figure materialized, a specter from the castle's deepest shadows. It bore the weight of countless sins, a manifestation of the collective malevolence that had seeped into the castle's stones. The malevolent spirit, a dark reflection of the castle's tormented history, sought to reclaim the traitor's soul. The redeemed knight and I stood united against this embodiment of darkness, our spectral battle intertwining with the very essence of the haunted ruins. The air hummed with an otherworldly power as the clash of forces unfolded. Shadows danced and melded, creating a surreal tableau of light and darkness. The redeemed knight's sword met the malevolent spirit's ethereal claws in a struggle that transcended the physical and ventured into the realms of the supernatural. As the battle reached its zenith, the traitorous knight faced a crucial decision: embrace redemption or succumb to the allure of eternal darkness. The castle itself seemed to hold its breath, as if awaiting the resolution of a cosmic struggle that had spanned centuries. In a climactic moment, the traitorous spirit, torn between the forces of light and shadow, made a choice. The malevolent figure recoiled, its form dissipating like mist under the first light of dawn. The redeemed knight lowered his sword, and a profound stillness settled upon the once haunted chamber. The traitorous knight's spectral form underwent a transformation. No longer bound by chains of betrayal, he stood as a figure of resolution and remorse. The redeemed knight nodded approvingly, acknowledging the choice that had tipped the balance between salvation and eternal damnation. The castle itself seemed to sigh, its ancient stones releasing the pent-up anguish that had haunted its halls. The air cleared, and a sense of tranquility settled over the ruins. The redeemed knight and the once traitorous spirit faded into the spectral tapestry of the haunted castle, their destinies entwined in a resolution that transcended the boundaries of life and death. Yet, as the chamber embraced a newfound peace, a distant whisper lingered, an echo of gratitude from the depths of the castle's storied past. The haunted ruins, once burdened by the weight of betrayal, stood silent under the moonlit sky, their secrets now woven into the fabric of a continuing tale. The story of the whispering ruins was far from over. The castle, now free from the shackles of its haunted history, beckoned to those who dared to uncover the lingering mysteries that clung to its ancient stones. And so, with the specters of betrayal and redemption still echoing in the air, I ventured forth into the moonlit night, ready to embrace the next chapter of this haunted journey. The moon hung in the inky sky, casting its silvery glow over the tranquil ruins. As I emerged from the chamber, the once haunted castle seemed to exhale a sigh of relief, its ghostly inhabitants finding solace in the resolution that had unfolded within its walls. The air, no longer heavy with the weight of betrayal, carried a sense of renewal. A soft breeze rustled the leaves, and as I descended from the ancient fortress, the path ahead unfolded like a spectral tapestry waiting to reveal its next chapter. The moonlit night held a promise of more haunted histories, each story interwoven with the echoes of the past. As I wandered through the moonlit courtyard, a mysterious mist coiled around the remnants of forgotten statues and overgrown foliage. The castle's stones seemed to resonate with a newfound energy, and the very earth beneath my feet felt alive with the pulse of untold tales waiting to be uncovered. In the distance, a dilapidated gate beckoned, its rusted iron hinges creaking as if welcoming those who dared to tread into the realm of the unknown. Beyond it lay a dense forest, its shadows concealing secrets and specters yearning to share their stories. With each step, the haunting whisper of the castle lingered in the air, guiding me toward the next chapter of my journey. The moonlit night embraced me like a shroud of mystery, and as I ventured into the heart of the spectral forest, the trees seemed to murmur tales of long-forgotten spirits. Evergreen Tree *Story 2. The Cursed Grove. The forest unfolded before me like a maze of ancient wisdom, its twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Legend spoke of a cursed grove, where the spirits of nature itself sought revenge on those who disrupted the delicate balance of their sanctuary. Unseen eyes watched from the shadows, and a strange energy pulsed through the air. As I delved deeper into the heart of the haunted woodland, the very ground seemed to quake with the resonance of a forgotten tragedy. Ethereal apparitions materialized among the gnarled roots, their silhouettes telling a tale of an ancient pact broken and a wrath awakened. The whispering leaves spoke of an intruder, someone who, driven by greed, had desecrated the sacred grove. The spirits, protectors of nature's delicate harmony, had risen in retaliation, their vengeance manifesting in unsettling phenomena that defied explanation. The once lush foliage now twisted into contorted shapes, bearing witness to the spirit's anger. As I ventured deeper into the heart of the cursed grove, the air became charged with an otherworldly energy. The spectral guardians of nature confronted me, their eyes gleaming with a mixture of sorrow and fury. They implored me to uncover the identity of the intruder and restore the balance that had been disrupted. The moon cast its final farewell over the haunted grove as I accepted the spirit's plea. The spectral guardians guided me through the labyrinth of twisted trees, revealing fragments of the intruder's tale, a tale of greed, ignorance, and a blatant disregard for the sanctity of the natural world. As the spirits unveiled the tragic consequences of the intruder's actions, a resolution began to take shape. The once cursed grove sought restoration, not vengeance. Together, we embarked on a journey to reconcile the discord between the realms of the living and the spirits. The forest responded to our collective efforts. Twisted branches straightened, and the contorted foliage gradually returned to its former splendor. The air, once heavy with spectral wrath, now carried a sense of gratitude and tranquility. The spirits, their ethereal forms fading into the moonlit shadows, whispered their appreciation. As I emerged from the now restored grove, the moon bathed the once cursed forest in a soft, silvery glow. The haunted whispers lingered, carrying the echoes of a story resolved and a balance restored. The spirits, once trapped in a cycle of anger, found peace in the embrace of nature's harmony. And so, under the watchful gaze of the moon, I left the enchanted forest behind, carrying the memories of the whispering ruins of the cursed grove. The haunted histories, though fraught with tragedy, had found resolution, and the journey continued into the unknown. As I ventured into the moonlit night, the path ahead remained cloaked in mystery. Each step held the potential to unveil new tales of the supernatural, and the whispers of the haunted histories lingered like a spectral guide. The stories of betrayal and redemption, curses and restoration, wove together into a tapestry of the unknown, waiting to be unfurled in the next chapter of this haunted journey. The moonlight cast long shadows as I exited the rejuvenated grove, the echoes of its haunted history now replaced by a gentle rustle of leaves and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures. The castle and the forest, two chapters of haunted histories, lay behind me, their stories now etched into the tapestry of my journey. With each step, the path unfolded into a moonlit meadow, its expanse stretching toward the horizon. The night air carried a sense of closure, as if the spirits of the past had found peace through the resolutions I had played a part in. The haunted histories, once shrouded in mystery and sorrow, now felt like fading echoes in the wake of a new dawn. As the moon reached its zenith, I paused in the meadow, surrounded by the serenity of the night. A soft breeze stirred the grass, and the moon's gentle glow illuminated the path ahead. The whispers of the haunted histories lingered like a distant melody, a reminder of the encounters with the supernatural that had shaped this spectral odyssey. In the silence, a ghostly figure materialized, an ethereal guide that had witnessed the tales unfold. The spectral presence nodded approvingly, acknowledging the role played in bringing resolution to the restless spirits. With a gesture of gratitude, the figure dissipated into the night, leaving behind a sense of closure and completion. As I continued along the moonlit path, the meadow opened into a clearing, revealing a celestial panorama above. The stars glittered in the vast expanse, and the moon cast its radiant glow over the landscape. The haunted histories, though filled with chilling tales, had served as a conduit for reconciliation, redemption, and restoration. The journey had been one of discovery, not only of the supernatural but also of the resilience of spirits, the enduring power of redemption, and the delicate balance between the worlds of the living and the dead. The moon, now a guiding lantern in the night sky, seemed to convey a sense of approval, as if the mysteries uncovered had been acknowledged by forces beyond the veil. With a final glance at the moonlit meadow, I embraced the culmination of these haunted histories. The whispers of the past, though fading, would forever linger in the corridors of memory. The path ahead remained shrouded in uncertainty, but the lessons learned and the spirits encountered would serve as lanterns to illuminate the darkness. As the moonlit journey continued into the unknown, the haunted histories became a tapestry woven with threads of redemption, resolution, and the eternal dance between the realms of the living and the spectral. The stories, once isolated fragments, merged into a collective narrative, echoing through the ages as a testament to the enduring mysteries that lie beyond the veil. And so, under the moon's watchful gaze, the haunted histories reached their conclusion, a series of tales that transcended time and space, leaving behind a legacy of the supernatural that would forever linger in the tapestry of the night. Milky Way the End. Subscribe for more horror stories. Please like and share. Your worst nightmare. Thank you.